Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Lexi, and today we're doing a WIP and Chat, and I'm so excited because this is the official kickoff of our event, Diamonds and Diversity 2023. And if you're not sure who we is, that's me, Lexi, and my friend Brie. Her channel is called Painting with Pitties, and we are just so excited to get this off the ground. This is the first year that we are doing this event. It's going to run from June 1st, which is today, through June 30th. And we are just so excited about how many people are participating. It's not too late. If you have not joined yet, you still can. No worries. Very quick rundown of, I hate to say rules because they're not really rules, but like guidelines for our event. You can pick any painting that symbolizes pride. It doesn't have to be a new start, and you don't have to finish. You just have to participate. And it doesn't have to be licensed artwork, but we strongly recommend that you use licensed artwork for this event, but not necessarily required. We do have a Google Doc, or sorry, not Doc, but we have a Google form that will be linked down below that you will fill out if you want to participate. Now, that part is also not 100% required. The Google form is for prizes. So if you want to be eligible for prizes, you will fill out that Google form. If you want to participate, but you're not really interested in prizes, then no need to fill it out. So, if you have any questions about the event, feel free to leave them below. We also have a Facebook page. You can join that. And we're posting a lot of stuff on Instagram. So follow all of our socials and yeah. So sorry if I sound out of breath. I was just running around trying to get my stuff ready to film because I'm actually on my lunch break from work. So I am on a limited budget of time here. So you're going to see some funky things going on here on my screen. I've got one section over here that's not completed and missing drills. I'm going to go back and do these, but I wanted to start a fresh section over here for my WIP and Chat. So that's why it looks a little crazy. I am using several accessories here, but I am not going to run through them all just because I am pressed for time and I'd rather talk to you guys. So I will link all of the accessories down below and what I'm using, because I do get quite a few questions about what I'm using and where I get things. So I will definitely link it all below so that if you're curious, you can look down there and see. So let's get right into it. First of all, how is everybody doing? I got to talk to some of you last night on the live stream that we did for the kickoff to our event, which was so fun. Oh, by the way, I'm working on Paisley. I will say this much. I'm working on Paisley by Jasmine Becket Griffith, and it's from Crafty. I will insert a picture, of course, so that you can see what the gorgeous artwork looks like, because we're so zoomed in here. The other thing I forgot to mention is, so this is a WIP and Chat, and if you're new to diamond painting and you're new to the diamond painting community, WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress. And a lot of us do these little videos where we work on our current project and we just do a little chatty chat. And we kind of tell you about like what's going on, just talk about random stuff. And people like to listen to them while they're working on their current WIP, or some people have told me they just like to listen to them like in the car while they're driving around. Some people, like myself, like to listen to them at bedtime going to sleep. I have to have like somebody talking in my ear to go to sleep. Or I'll listen to them like in the shower, things like that. So yeah, so that's a WIP and Chat. So yes, so I got to talk to some of you last night on the kickoff, and that was really, really fun. So I hope everybody's doing great, having a great start to their summer, if you're living in the northern hemisphere, that is. This past weekend was Memorial Day weekend, which is a holiday weekend in the US. And it's to commemorate those that lost their lives in military service, but it also typically marks the beginning of summer for most people. And so, you know, people are opening up their pools, they're taking their boats out, and things like that. So let me know in the comments, did you do anything fun for the weekend, or did you have kind of a low-key weekend? Did you have more of a reflective weekend considering what the holiday is actually about? Let me know. So we're now leaping into June, which is great because now it's like officially summer, and I just love summer so much. I feel torn because there's so much that I love about fall, but when I really think about it, summer is my favorite season. I love the warm weather. I love everything is green. There's flowers. There's so many things to do. The pool is open. I just love summer. So, we spent the weekend working on our yard. My husband, well, I say we, but honestly, like, my husband is my hero, and he does, like, the majority of the work for, like, that kind of stuff. And so we had a spot in our backyard that was having a hard time growing grass, and we've kind of tried everything in that spot. It's a really tough spot. It's on a hill. My backyard is kind of hilly. And so yeah, it's hilly, and there's also some very big trees out there, and so I think the roots from the trees just like suck up all the moisture. And then it's also in an area where the dogs run. It's like a high traffic dog area. So the grass just like does not even stand a chance right there. So after a few years of trying different grasses and different techniques to try to get the grass to grow, we kind of have given up on it. And so it's also part of our yard that leads out to our pool. And so we decided to build a pathway that goes out to the pool, which is nice for walking out to the pool so that you're not getting grass and stuff into the pool. And then around the path, we also are putting in some mulch beds, and then we're going to put in some hostas in there around the trees because I have a ton of hostas that need to be moved, basically, because the people that lived here before us, they planted the hostas in a bed on the side of the house that has full sun all day long, and hostas do not do well in the sun, in direct sunlight like that, like all day. And so they're alive and everything, but they just aren't thriving. So I'm going to dig them up, and I'm going to transplant them under the trees. I have some black walnut out there too, and from what I've read, the hostas can grow under the black walnut because there's a lot of plants that it's a problem, I guess, with the black walnut. Like, they will kill a lot of plants, but I guess hostas are one that you can plant under black walnut. So that's my plan, is to dig those up and put them under that tree, or under those trees. There's more than one. So it's looking really, really nice. And then my husband also like re-mulched all of my flower beds like out front of the house, and it just looks so nice and fresh. I'm excited. I'm not going to post video or post pictures in this video just because it's not done yet. But I think once we get like the hostas planted and it's more finished and polished, I'll put pictures up, maybe like a before and after, so you can see like the transformation of it, because it really looks great. He did a really great job. So that was like most of the weekend was doing that and hanging out with the dogs, playing with the dogs. They've been in their little dog pools all weekend. Well, for the most part, Goose was. Scout doesn't really... She'll get in the pool when she's hot and, like, kind of dunk herself, and then she gets out, but, like, Goose likes to play in the pool. Like, he gets in the pool and stays in the pool. So, it's just like a little doggy paddling pool. We don't let them get in our pool. Not yet, anyway. But I don't think we will, because, I don't know, it's just... I don't think it's a great idea to let them get in the big pool. So we had lots of good food over the weekend. You know, I love to talk about food, typically. So let me know in the comments what you had. Did you barbecue? Did you have anything fancy? We had, so my husband and I typically do keto and, well, like low carb and no gluten. However, since it was a special kind of weekend and we had a few days off, we did decide to do a few carby things. But like we had potato salad, we had brats with buns, and did we have anything else? We had some chips, like we had some tortilla chips, that kind of thing. So that was good. And let's see, I think we did wings one night, which is always a favorite. Trying to think of what else we had. Oh, my husband had grabbed like a thing of beef from the store that was like on sale, and he put it on the smoker, and it turned out so good. It was just like, tasted like roast beef, like deli meat. It was really, really good. We never had done that before, so that was really good. And, oh, I had one that was popping up there. Trying to think of what else. The weather was absolutely beautiful all weekend. It did not rain. It was hot, but not too hot. There were a couple days over the weekend where I was not feeling the best. And so I did kind of stay inside a little bit. And I had work to do anyway. Like I worked on trays and on my website and things like that. Trying to think if we went anywhere. I don't think we did. I don't think we left the house. We didn't. I went to the post office to drop packages off. And then it was so funny because I rushed to get to the post office on, I think, Saturday. And it ended up not mattering because I didn't get there in time. And so the packages just sat until Tuesday, because then, of course, like the mail doesn't run like that, like on Sunday, and then Monday was a holiday. So the packages just kind of sat there. Like, oh no. So that was my fault. And yeah, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't even go to the store. And my husband did that part. But I got a lot of cleaning and organizing done. I got to film a video. I did a Temu unboxing, which felt so good to like do more content for my channel, because I really just have felt like I haven't been able to do enough for my channel. And not that I feel like pressure. It's not a pressure from anybody else to do content for my channel. It's my own desire to want to do it, and I really missed doing it, and I was really feeling just like bad for not doing it, because I love my channel and I love interacting with you all, and I love sharing things. Like, I know that like not everything that I share is necessarily for everybody, but like I I like to see what other people are doing. I like to get ideas from other people. And so I like to share like what I'm doing and like my ideas and just different things like that. And so I was really, really missing it. And so, I mean, I did a Temu unboxing, which is nothing groundbreaking or profound, but it just felt so good to do a little bit of extra content for the channel. And I had so much fun doing it. And, I don't know, it was funny. It made me feel good, like, to be able to do it. And then I felt so good last night after we did the live stream. I was telling my husband about it, like, I always feel refreshed and revived after I do my live streams. Because, which, by the way, if you're looking for the live stream, it's on Bree's channel because we did like a combo live stream this week instead of doing it on my channel. We did it on hers. So, yeah. So I just felt like I was like hyper last night after I got off of the live stream. I just feel so like reinvigorated after I get that time to chat with people and just, I don't know, share time with people and all that stuff. It's really, really good for me to do that stuff. And so, yeah, it just gave me a sense of joy to be able to do a video this past week. And I want to do some more. You know, I wanted to do a video in May about mental health, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I missed the boat on that because now we've run out of May and we're into June. But I can still do that video. It doesn't matter that it's not May anymore. But I just kind of wanted to like check in on mental health stuff. It's always important, right? It's not just during Mental Health Awareness Month. Because I kind of have been like picking up on signs of myself that I haven't always been like paying attention to my mental health, and like maybe getting stuck a little bit in like some negative thoughts and things like that. And like last week, I think I mentioned like my anxiety was off the charts. And see, I feel like my husband is really like the only one that can ever see this, but I was jumping at everything. Like if I was in here in my craft room working on resin or something and my husband walked in here to say hi to me, I would like jump out of my skin because it would scare me. just him like coming in to say hi. And it's because my anxiety was so high and I was like on high alert. And I think it has a lot to do with, like, to some extent, like negative thinking. And I'll tell you what it is I struggle a lot with just not feeling like, I don't know. I don't want to say this and make it sound like, oh, poor me, or anything like that. But sometimes I just feel like I'm not good enough at things, and like I'm not doing a good enough job, you know, like that kind of thing. And I don't know, self-doubt and that kind of thing is just really, I don't know, it's a heck of a thing because it really can affect you like so negatively. And I just start feeling like I'm not doing the right things. I'm not good enough at this. I'm not doing enough of this thing or that thing. You know, and I'm going to let everybody down. I'm going to disappoint everybody. Nobody's going to like me. Like that kind of thing. And it's ridiculous, right? It's not reality. It's just the thoughts it's me in my head worrying about things that haven't happened yet. It's negative self-talk that is unnecessary. It's not true. It's not true. That's like the biggest thing. It's, you know, when you tell yourself things like that, like you're not good enough, that's not true. You are good enough. You shouldn't tell yourself that. But I guess like those thoughts sometimes can be invasive, and you have them. They're like intrusive thoughts. It's like you're not even like trying to have negative thoughts, but they just kind of crop up. And I don't know, I was just struggling with that a little bit last week, and just having a lot of self-doubt, and like I had to give myself a pep talk and be like, you know, you are good enough. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. You need to give yourself a little bit of grace. And I also, you know, kind of checked in on some things. Like, I always try to go back to basics. Like, am I sleeping enough? Am I eating right? Am I drinking enough water? Am I taking my medicine? And so, you know, I checked in on those things and kind of realized, like, probably not getting enough sleep. I am taking my medicine, but I was doing a thing where I was not putting the pills in my little pill box, and then I was like scrambling in the morning. So I'm like, okay, set up your pills so that you're not scrambling in the morning, and you're taking your medicine and your vitamins in the morning and things like that. Get organized. That kind of thing. And so I feel a lot better this week. I think the long weekend also helped me. I had some time away from work, kind of got to reset a little bit. I had a lot of fun with my husband and my dogs and things like that. And so, yeah, feeling better this week. Not as anxious. Although I went back to work yesterday and I felt very overwhelmed at work. And I was like, okay, this is just because I haven't been here in a few days, I think. But, yeah. So, but yeah, that is something I do whenever I start feeling a little bit like out of control, is like I kind of check in with myself and I go back to basics, like sleep enough, eating right, drinking water, taking meds. You know, am I cleaning my house? Am I keeping things organized? Like those kind of things. So, it's hard work being a human being sometimes, I think, just to, you know, like we all have our struggles, right? And there's no guidebook for any of this stuff. And we all have things we have to face and deal with on a daily basis. And, you know, everybody's got something going on. I do feel like, you know, a lot of people are struggling with things, and it's, of course, you know, I guess it's like kind of the human condition, right? And the one thing that we can control is how we react to things, and I have to remind myself of that. That, like, I'm in charge. I'm in charge of how I react to things. I'm in charge of how I deal with things. So, if your anxiety is out of control, you gotta look at that. Make a decision on how you're gonna cope with that, you know? So, anyway. I am going to take a little break here because I am on my lunch break. I need to go back to work. And so this is going to seem a little bit weird because I'm going to pause here and then I will come back and finish up later tonight. So put this on pause for now. To be continued. I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, I am back, and you can probably tell that the lighting is a lot different, and it's much later in the day. It is now after work, after dinner, all of that stuff. So, yes, I can't quite remember exactly where I left off, but I think I was talking about mental health and just kind of checking in with myself and things like that. So, the other piece of that puzzle is I have been kind of slacking off on exercising and doing yoga. Yoga was something that I was really big into for quite a while, and then I kind of stopped doing it like around the time that my nanny passed away. And I do it sometimes, but not consistently enough. So I need to do that, but I also need to exercise more. And so my husband and I are now exercising together. And so we bought some kettlebells, and we've been doing these like kettlebell exercises and working on strengthening our core and doing legs and arms and stuff like that with these kettlebells. And it was really kind of amazing because you can get like a full body workout with some of the movements that you do with the kettlebells. So he is he's really has been big into that, and so he has been researching all the exercises, and then he teaches me how to do them, which is kind of nice because then I kind of have like my own little personal trainer. So that's been fun. So we did that earlier this evening. Oh my goodness, I placed those all wonky. So yeah, we did those earlier this evening outside, which it was really hot. It was like 93 degrees and I was sweating a lot. My skin is probably still really red from that. My skin is usually red anyway, so... But yeah, it was really warm outside, and then the dogs were just running around and watching us do our exercises, so that was fun. But yeah, my husband's been like really big into it, and he... I've talked about this before, but like he did a lot of exercise and conditioning getting ready for his trip to Colorado last year. And so he's been doing a lot more of that, like, since he got back, too. And he's actually lost a ton of weight and gained a lot of muscle. So he's, like, very lean now. And I'm very not. And so I just kind of want to work on getting in better shape. Especially, like, I'm going to England soon. And, I mean, I'm obviously not going to, like... change my whole body by the time I go to England in July, but I can make a little difference before I go, you know. So yeah, I think we're planning on doing those exercises together every day after work. And then I do have a treadmill, so I want to start walking on my treadmill more. Oh my goodness, I messed that up as well. And, for example, I could walk on the treadmill on my lunch break. Like, that would be a good idea. Or before work. Or something like that. Or even right before I go to bed. Although, I find when I exercise in the evening, it gets me all hyper and then I can't sleep. So maybe that's not the best idea. You know. But, yeah, just trying to be a little bit more active and, but anyway, the point of me telling you that, though, was that I think that will help with my anxiety and my just overall mental health as well. So another one of those, like, back to basics thing, you know. So yeah. So, switching gears, though, I hit a milestone with my YouTube channel. I reached 1,000 subscribers, which is just amazing because I never thought that I would have that many subscribers. I didn't really expect a lot when I started my YouTube channel. It was more just I wanted to start my YouTube channel to just kind of share what I was doing with my hobby and meet other people and things like that, and it to be just an extension of this hobby. And now it's grown into so much more, and I am just so grateful for everybody who has subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank you. And there really isn't enough, there's not enough words to tell you how grateful that I am. And I was watching Crafting with Shay earlier. She put out her WIP and Chat today, and I was watching that earlier while I was finishing up work, and she hit a milestone too. She hit 5,000 subscribers, so congratulations to Shay. And I doubt that there's anybody listening that doesn't already know who Shay is, but just in case, if you don't know, check her out. I'll link her channel down below, Crafting with Shay. She's amazing. She is nice and kind and funny, and she's one of those people that just really makes you feel welcome and at ease. She's easy to talk to. You know how some people are just like that? I feel like my husband is like that too, where just makes you feel comfortable. Right off the bat, just an easy person to talk to. And so anyway, I just love Shay, and her channel's great. She does so many cool videos. I really like her Temu hauls and all of her videos. I love her WIP and Chats, and she has a Patreon and all of that stuff. And so definitely check her out. And so she just hit 5K subscribers, and that's amazing. She definitely deserves it. She's worked hard. She's had her channel for 2 years now, I believe she said, when she was talking about it today. And she was saying in her video that she feels like the channel has changed her life, and I know what she means when she says that, because it's changed my life too, and in a positive way. And it's because of all of you. I've met so many positive, supportive people that I would not have met otherwise. And it's just brought more of a sense of purpose into my life, and a sense of direction. And it really has changed my life for the better. I think I talked about this before, about how I used to, before I had my channel, I used to, I would sleep until the last minute to get up. And, well, before my channel and before diamond painting and crafting and things like that, I kind of got into this slump of just sleeping in until the very last minute, roll out of bed, go to work, because I work from home. So it's really easy to get into that slump of just I'll just roll out of bed and go log in my pajamas type thing. And that's not great for me personally. And I was just kind of living my life on autopilot, where basically sleep until I have to go to work, get up, go to work, do that, get off work, and either, cook dinner, or I don't know. I did a lot of looking at my phone back then, and we'd eat dinner, we'd watch TV, or we'd sit outside and play on our phones or whatever. And so I just kind of felt like I was on autopilot. I wasn't really doing anything different. I wasn't participating in hobbies. I wasn't talking to other people. I wasn't getting more out of life. I wasn't really doing anything else other than like working. And yeah, I was spending time with my family, and I really enjoyed that, and I still do that, obviously. But just kind of like less of a sense of direction, and like no real goals, no real like ambition for stuff, I guess. And so since like I found diamond painting, and that really helped me to deal with my depression and anxiety and some of the medical things I was going through at the time, you know, and then I started my YouTube channel, and it really has given me just like a lot of confidence and a reason to keep pushing and keep going and keep like improving myself. You know, like I think there's things that I could be better at. I could be better at communication, and things like that. And so those are things that I keep trying to work on. And, so in a lot of ways, it really has changed my life. And so when Shay said that in her video today, that really like, I couldn't relate to that. Like that really kind of resonated with me, because I feel the same way. And just the people that I've met through doing this, I love it. I love it. I'm grateful for having my YouTube channel. So thank you very much for subscribing. And we will, of course, be doing something special to celebrate that milestone. I'm thinking that we will do a special live at some point, and we will definitely do a giveaway and do some fun things for that. It kind of comes at like an interesting time, because now we're doing Diamonds and Diversity, and I don't want to take away from that at all. I want to make sure that that is like the priority. But I will definitely be doing something to show my gratitude for reaching that cool milestone. I'm so excited. And of course, that's like, you know, that is like the big milestone to get to is 1,000. But then, you know, then we can only go up from here. So anyway, I will put out more info. I am going to do memberships, and I actually already set them up, but I will put more info out about that later on too. And so that's a really cool thing, because I want to do some more of the use some more of the YouTube features with that, with the memberships. Like there's just fun things you can do, like members only videos and members only live streams, to make it like a little special perk. And I just feel like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So yes, and then we will, of course, be doing a giveaway in this video for Diamonds and Diversity. And I also need to draw some names for Sparklegrams. I missed a WIP and Chat last week, so we'll do 2 names. If you're new to my channel, I do Sparklegrams, which is my version of friend mail. And so basically, for each WIP and Chat, I won't say each week, because sometimes I miss weeks. Each WIP and Chat, I pick a secret code word, and then people comment down below, and then I draw a name, and then that person gets a special Sparklegram from me, which is usually a handmade item, usually something made out of resin that I have made myself, just to say thank you. Now, we're going to draw 2 names, and then I'm actually going to put Sparklegrams on hold for the month of June, since we're doing giveaways for Diamonds and Diversity. I just didn't want to get it all mixed up and, you know, jumbled up. And so we'll do the giveaways for Diamonds and Diversity for the month of June, and then in July we will resume Sparklegrams. So So, oh, and for Sparklegrams, if you are interested, when we do resume them later on, there is a Google form for that as well, so that I know where to send your gift if you're selected. Yes, so I am just blown away by how many people have joined Diamonds in Diversity, and so I'm putting together we're gonna do some slideshows. That sounds like so corny. It's not a slideshow. It's an artwork showcase of everybody's artwork that they're doing for this, and we're gonna make a video montage of them so everybody can see everything that's going on. Because, you know, like when you're on Facebook or Instagram, like you might see certain people's posts, but you might miss some. So I thought we would do like a little slideshow of everybody's. So I was starting to put that together with everybody's starting pictures. So it's like what everybody posted for their start. And I was actually like getting a little bit emotional, like putting it together, because I'm like, there's so many people that are participating and supporting us doing this. And I was getting a little teary-eyed. I'm like, this is amazing, because it's my very first event. I've never hosted an event before, and so I kind of don't know what I'm doing half the time. But just to have like such a nice turnout is amazing. And yeah, I was just blown away. I'm like, this is so nice, and I'm getting to meet new people that I haven't talked to before through it, and it's really, really cool. So thank you to everybody that is participating. It's so exciting. And it's kind of nice because in June there's several Pride diamond painting events, and so it's kind of cool because then you can participate in multiple events, because odds are your canvas is going to work for several different events. So that's kind of fun. And I was watching, you know, Shay earlier, and I think her canvas like technically qualifies for like 4 different events or something, she was saying, which is great. It's great that, you know, all the stars aligned. Speaking of stars, I did freshen up my channel, not thumbnail, my channel banner and logo, and I also did it for the shop as well. And I like it much better now. I feel like it makes more sense. And so I used a star as my little mascot, and I feel like it's more me, and it makes just a little bit more sense. And yeah, so now we have a little mascot, our little cute star friend. So now I'm like, okay, so I was gonna circle back to the Temu thing, because I did my video the other day, and there was a couple items that I said I was gonna do an update and tell people how they were. Well, so one of the things was I got a foot scrubber that you're supposed to put on your bathroom, or not your bathroom floor, but the bottom of your bathtub, and then you can scrub your feet on it. Well, it works really well, but my feet are so ticklish, and the little scrubby things on it tickle my feet that I can barely stand to use it. So I've used it a few nights in a row, and I'm trying to like get used to it so that I can use it, because it does work well. It does what it's supposed to do, but like I can barely tolerate it. It's like so ticklish. So and I'm trying to think if I know there was something else that I was gonna like update on to see if it worked or not. Shoot, now I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at that part in the video and see what it was. I know the foot scrubber was one, of course. Oh, I know what it was. The multi-tray that I got for diamond painting. I haven't used it yet, so I'll have to use that another time. But I am now obsessed with Temu. I mean, I have been for a while, and my husband is obsessed with Temu, and which is so funny because I just didn't think they had a lot of like men's stuff on there, but he's like finding stuff for the garage and little things that he needs for projects, so that's cool. But my new thing that I got into was looking at nail stuff because I do my own nails at home, and I mean, I don't do them very well. I just put, like, fake press-on, not, like, glue, whatever, nails. But I was kind of looking to see, like, if I could find some different styles and different things to kind of change it up. Because I usually go for either, like, French manicure, which I think is, like, I don't know. Tell me down below. I've had people tell me that you shouldn't do French manicure anymore because it's like out of style, but I don't care. I like it. But tell me down below, have you heard that? People have told me that before, but I don't care. I feel like it's a classic. It looks like nice and clean, and I just always like I just like white tips. And then but so that's always like kind of my go-to, or like I'll do like a more like natural nude one, or I'll do like a ballet pink one. That's like usually what I will do. But I'm getting kind of bored of it now, so I was like, maybe I will update and look for new styles. I also like the square ones, which I'm also told is out of style, but I don't care. I like them. So many things that like that I still do from when I was younger that, the kids these days don't think are cool anymore. Like, I guess, I don't know. Don't, like, take this for fact or anything. This is just what I have heard. I don't know if this is true or not. But I've heard, like, I don't know, like, skinny jeans, I guess, are not cool anymore. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to wear? Because I can't wear the jeans that, like, the young girls are wearing these days because I don't have the right body for it. And yeah. And then the other thing, my hairdresser had told me that people don't part their hair to the side anymore. Like, that's out of style. And I'm like, seriously? Like, what the heck? So I guess it's a good thing I don't care. So it's so funny. It's just so funny. And then I think about things like that I wish would have been in style when I was younger. Like, well, I don't know. Tell me in the comments down below, like, if you're kind of, like, around the same age. I'm 41. But when I was a teenager, like, none of us did our eyebrows. Like, ever. Like, an eyebrow pencil, what is that? Nobody uses that. None of my friends did their eyebrows, and now everybody does. Like, everybody does their eyebrows with their makeup, and it looks so good. And I wish that would have been in style when we were teenagers. I mean, I feel like when we were... So here's the thing is, like, when we were younger, we didn't have, like, YouTube and Instagram to teach us how to put on makeup. So our makeup was already screwed up to begin with. Like, never had the right color foundation. Never matched my skin tone. Stuff like that. I barely put mascara on. I don't know why I had, like, this aversion to mascara when I was a teenager. I'm not sure what the problem was. But now I love mascara. I like layer that stuff up. I love it. So yeah, my makeup was already messed up in high school. So yeah, there's definitely things that I think are cool now that I wish I would have had when I was a teenager. Eyebrows being one of them. And well, back then, see, like, the thin eyebrows were in back then, like in the 90s. Nobody had, like, thick eyebrows. But I think they just look so much better. Thick eyebrows. I don't know. I don't know how I got... Oh, I was like, I don't know how I got off on this tangent, but it was Temu. So anyway, I've been looking at a lot of nail stuff on Temu, and I ordered some, and then I've been watching videos, too, of... Sorry, I have something in my throat. So, yeah, so I've been watching videos on YouTube also of, like, how to do the nails, and like, the stuff that they get on Temu, so it seems like there is some good stuff on there, because I don't know if you've ever seen the channel. I've been subscribed to her for a long time, so I hope I say her channel name right. I'll link it down below. Long Hair Pretty Nails, I believe, is what her channel name is. She's like the cutest person ever, and she does nails, and she does amazing nails, like professional nails. And she's extremely talented, and she's just, like, so cute, and, like, has the cutest personality and everything. But I was watching, like, her Temu haul, and she was, like, showing, like, what drill to get, and, like, different stuff like that. So I might venture into, like, I'm not talking about, like, doing acrylics, but just, like, maybe, like, doing some gel on top of, like, fake tips. So anyway. Yes, so alrighty, I've, like, gabbed on and on enough, I think. So let me pull this down, and we will do sparklegrams from last week, and then we'll talk about the giveaway that is for week 1 of Diamonds and Diversity. So let me just move this out of the way. Ooh, I have one more thing to tell you guys too before I go. I'm gonna insert some pictures because we found some cool stuff on our trail cam this weekend. So we have a trail cam out back. We kind of live out in the country, and so we put some trail cams out there. My husband is a hunter, but the main reason for he doesn't hunt on our property. He has another hunting property, but that he goes to. But we put the trail cam out there because we want to see what is in our little forest. And it's cool because there's so much stuff that goes on out there that you don't get to see otherwise. And so I'll put some pictures in. We caught a bobcat on our trail cam, which I'm pretty sure it's a bobcat. I looked it up and it looks like a bobcat. So I will put him in so you can see him. And then the other thing that we saw was I'm pretty sure it is a red raccoon. And I don't think we're supposed to have them here in Ohio. I've never seen one before. But I will put a picture in. Tell me what you think. Is it a red raccoon? Did you know that they have red raccoons? I'll pop a little picture in. I am so excited about the little red raccoon. You can tell, like, on his tail more, like, his face is kind of darker, but you can tell on his tail that he's red. And he's so cute because he looks like Tanuki Mario from Super Mario Brothers. And that was always, like, my favorite part of Super Mario 3 was when you turn into the little Tanuki raccoon. So he's so cute. So yeah, just adorable. So yeah, the trail cam is fun because you definitely can see things that you would not otherwise see out in your backyard. So, okay, let's do sparklegrams. And our code word for last week was actually WIP, W-I-P. And so anybody who commented with WIP is eligible for a Sparklegram. We just have to pull up our previous WIP and Chat is all.
Next month for...
Oh, okay. So here is our previous video. We are going to grab this link and go to Chrome. And, oh, there's our Sparklegram from last week. So we're going to do a new one. Can I just do it in here? Oh my goodness. Okay, paste. Okay. And we will solve our little math problem here. So remember, the code word is WIP. So as long as the person used WIP, W-I-P, in their comment, they get a Sparklegram. So get YouTube comments. And we had a total of 38. Thank you so much. That is fantastic. Oh, thank you guys so much. Okay, so down here we are going to hit start and it will pick our first Sparklegram. All right, Sydney. Oh, congratulations, Sydney. You are our first Sparklegram person. I try not to say winner because it's not a contest. It's friend mail. So let's see. Sydney said, "Hi, Lexi. My current WIP is After the Rain. I really wanted some fall vibes for some reason." Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so Sydney is our first Sparklegram. So congratulations, Sydney. I will get that sent out probably this weekend, and I will send it out with my orders that go out. Okay, let's pick another winner. Who's it gonna be? Tanya! Oh my goodness, Tanya! So Tanya is one of my mods, and she says, "Hey Lexi, great video. Missed seeing and hearing you too." Oh, because I missed a live previously. I have several that are my current WIP. I am not a craft order, Magical Mama, People's Princess. I also have kitted up Love is Love for the event in June. I hope you have a nice weekend. Oh, Tanya, yay! Alrighty, so Tanya's going to be getting a Sparklegram as well. So Sydney and Tanya are getting Sparklegrams, so I will get those sent out most likely over the weekend. And if there's a delay, I will try to let you know. So, alrighty. So that is it for Sparklegrams. We will resume these in July after our event is over, because now we're going to do giveaways for Diamonds in Diversity. So this week, we are going to be giving away a tray from Bijou Bliss Designs, and they are one of our sponsors. They have a shop on Etsy. I will link them down below. Please make sure you go and check them out. They make the trays to put your drills on, and you shake it and they line up. And I wish I had one here to show you, but I do not. However, what is so cool about their trays is they're magnetic. And so the little stopper that goes on the spout is magnetic, and the top is actually pops on and is magnetic as well. And it's such a good idea. I really like the magnetic spout idea. I think that is such a cool idea. I think that's much easier than the ones, not that the ones that slide in and out are hard, but it just kind of makes, I don't know, it makes sense. So the other cool thing, I was looking at their Etsy shop, and you can customize colors, and so you can get the outside of the tray to be like pink, for example, but then the actual inside where the drills line up, you can get that white or another color. So that is really, really cool that they offer those options. So they are generously giving us 2 trays to give away. One will be given away on Bree's channel, and one on my channel. So, to be eligible for this prize, you have to be participating in Diamonds and Diversity. That means you have to have filled out the Google form, which is linked below. So if you haven't done it yet, don't worry, go ahead and fill it out. And then under this video, you're going to comment and you're going to use the code word. Okay, so we're going to pick a code word. So you're going to comment down below. We're going to pick a word. We are going to start our month off strong with the word diversity. So please make sure to use the word diversity in a comment down below. Next week in our WIP and Chat, which will most likely be on Wednesday next week. I know we're doing it Thursday this week because it's the 1st, but next week's will be on Wednesday. We will draw in the name using that random comment picker, and we will draw our winner for the Bijou Bliss Design tray, and we are going to have many more giveaways after this. So, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everybody that is participating in Diamonds and Diversity. Please remember to use the hashtag Diamonds and Diversity 2023 so that we can see your artwork on Instagram and Facebook, and keep an eye out for our community artwork showcase, our little video montage that I'll be putting up. So I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.